there, Kira here with a scrapbook layout process video for Citrus Twist kits using my April kit. So that's kind of what the layout's going to end up looking like. I did a lot of prep work before I turned on my camera because I just didn't really know what I wanted to do. I knew I wanted to make these daisies, but I didn't know how many and what sizes I would need. So I spent a few days kind of working with this layout. So I'll show how I made the daisies in a minute. But right now, I'll be adding a little bit of mixed media on my background. Guys, mixed media, are you so proud? I'm pretty proud of myself. So I decided to add a little bit of yellow watercolor to my background, and this is just right where my photos and my embellishments are going to go. So a lot of this ends up getting covered up, but I just wanted a little bit peeking out. So I'm going to let that dry, and I'm going to work on these embellishments. So I made this cut file. It's a single flower, but when you layer it with 3 of them, it makes these really cool daisies. So I'll link the cut file down below if you're interested in making these embellishments because they're really super easy. But I just cut them out, 3 of them the same size, and I just curl the petals of them with my bone folder, just like you see me doing here. And then I got these felt balls, and I ordered these on Amazon. I'll link them down below, again, if you're interested. But they're 10 millimeter felt balls, and I just dyed a bunch of them and found the Easter egg dye because it's been Easter time, actually worked the best for dyeing them. So I dyed a bunch of them with just different colors. I like the yellow and the white the best for these daisies, but I have a bunch of different colors. So but yeah, you just cut them in half, and these are sort of inspired by those little half felt circles that Amy Tangerine came out in her last collection. And I just, DIY'd them. So the felt balls are really cheap. I bought the white ones because they were cheaper than the already colored ones, like half the price. So that's me being cheap or thrifty, whatever. But yeah, I just dyed them the colors I wanted and, cut them in half, and they work just fine. So I made a few of those. There's one large, like really large daisy. That one measures 3.5. The medium-sized ones are 3 inches, and then the smaller ones are 2.5 inches. So my mixed media is dry, and I laid everything where I thought I was going to go, but then I decided it needed another color in my mixed media. So I grabbed my watercolors again and got just a really soft pink, and just did that in a few spots where my yellow was, basically. So it just added a little bit of another color there. And yeah, that's pretty much how that's going to look there. That didn't take long to dry, actually. I kind of just took seconds for that to dry. So now I'm going to start gluing down everything on my page. The little leaves and the little pink flowers that you see, those are fussy cut from a paper that was included in the kit this month. And you didn't need to see me fussy cutting those. They're pretty small leaves, so it took a little bit of time to fussy cut them. But I didn't want to have to cut some out with white cardstock and watercolor them or do something like that. That just wasn't what was going to work for me. So yeah, I just fussy cut them out. It took a little bit of time to do that. And then while I was fussy cutting out the leaves, I thought maybe the pink would be a nice touch to add. So instead of just having the white and the yellow, just adding in another color there. So now I'm going to start gluing everything down. I am going to stick just right down the center here. Well, it's not down the center, it's down the right side of the page. My title is going to be the Stay Magical. If you're wondering about the flower on my son's butt, he wasn't wearing any underwear in this picture. And if you've ever posted a picture of a baby butt on Instagram, people get really upset about that for some reason, and they will report you, and your photo gets deleted. So I just decided to be safe and not upset anyone with my toddler butt in the photo, and just covered it up with a couple little stamped flowers. So those are just on there with like temporary adhesive. And once this is all filmed and photographed, I'll be able to take those flowers off, because my kids are naked all the time. So, you know, I'm okay with their baby butts. So I'm just tucking leaves and flowers here and there. I sped this up quite a bit because I didn't feel like you needed to see it, like where I was placing everything. I just kind of tucked it in so it looked kind of natural and like it was flowing down the page. The Stay Magical piece is going to be my title. What I regretted when I did this is I glued it directly to the page, and I wish I would have added some foam behind it to make it to give it a little bit more dimension, because I just felt like it was too flat. But by the time I regretted doing that, the glue had all dried on it. So what I end up doing is I add some machine stitching on the title just to give it a little bit more texture there, and then I'll also add some machine stitching down on that label down there. So now I'm going through the embellishments in this kit and pulling out some ephemera pieces I thought might work. I grabbed a couple pieces from the cut apart sheet. So that little pink piece I put up on the photo, that's from the cut apart sheet. I was going to use that butterfly, but I thought this little hummingbird worked better. Then I could bring in some of the green leaves from the cut apart sheet as well. I was going to use both the pink and the yellow label down at the bottom. It's kind of like a yellow peachy orange color, I guess. And I brought that in because the butterfly kind of had some orange in them, but since I am not using the butterfly, I didn't feel like I needed to use that second label. So yeah, I'm just gluing everything down, looking at some of these puffy stickers. I end up adding a couple, I think. Do I? Good question. Definitely don't add that one that I'm fussing with right now. That does not end up making it. I am going to bring in some of the wood buttons from the embellishment kit from this month. And also, I think one of the stickers from the Pink Fresh Studio sticker sheet. Oh, there, I bring in that. That puffy sticker says hello. And I'm going to bring in 3 wood buttons. And I'm just picking ones that kind of have the same colors that I've been using on this page. And also I wanted to use varying sizes around the page. So I've got 2 of the larger ones and 1 of the smaller ones there. Looking at the sticker sheet, and I think I only grabbed 1 sticker here and place that up top. It's just a little pink circle heart. And that might be everything that I put on this page. From the kits. I'm going to go ahead and stitch down my title and the label down at the bottom. And I just did that in white thread, white stitching. And then I'm going to add a date stamp to that label down at the bottom. And once I do that... okay, so this was kind of the inspiration for this whole page. I guess I should have started with that. This is a branding strip from one of the pages that we got, and it's a branding strip off the Dear Lizzie Stay Colorful collection, and it's these little daisies, which... perfect, right? So this was kind of the inspiration for this whole layout, and so I wanted to add this branding strip somewhere on the page, and so I thought it would be the best way to do that, because I didn't want to really add it as a layer behind the photos, since I thought it would look too blocky, if that makes sense. So I just ripped a couple little areas on my page, just top and bottom of my page, and just added it right behind there, so it would kind of just peeking out, and just add, a little bit of a fun surprise. So that's it. That's my page. I hope you guys liked it. I will link everything down below if you're interested in where I got the felt balls and all that fun stuff. And if you have any questions, you can leave them in the comments below, and I will see you soon for another scrapbook layout process video. Have a good day. Bye.